Way, 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 way. Wake up with wake.
What do you do in the morning? Well, 2 hours in the morning, that's a lot of time. Well, if I can overcome myself at the beginning of the day, the rest of my day is easy,
And
right?
that's what you do. You spend 2 hours in the morning.
I allow for 2 hours.
Okay. You still get up at 4 a.m. and that.
Well, this morning I was up at 3.
Okay.
Because I'm on the wrong time zone.
Right.
But if I'm up,
you like the 4 a.m. slot
because my brain waves are just right. I don't have to work as hard. Yeah, my body's a little fatigued, but I'm between worlds. And so my body's a little tired, but I get up and do it. And to me, I allow for 2 hours. Sometimes I can nail it in 45 minutes or an hour, and sure, I'm done. Other times, I'm on the wrong time zone. I have meetings all day long. I got a lot going on, and I'm just not going to fall prey to that common state of thinking.
And that looks like meditation, affirmations in your mind, visualization.
It's the work that we do. It's the work that we do. And the first part in truly creating a new personal reality is overcoming your present personality. You got to get beyond the normal thinking patterns, the normal urges of action and habits, to get beyond certain emotions that are residuals from the day before. That's the work right there. That's the part you have to overcome. So some days you just kind of slip in and it's magic because you've been practiced, like having a great golf game or a great tennis game or a great run or a great session of knitting. You're in your groove. Other days you got to work a little bit more for it. And for me, what I've learned is those hard days, the days that are the most challenging, are always the most rewarding, because now you're uncompromising to an outcome. And if it takes you an hour to get beyond yourself, to find the present moment, because that's the only place where the unknown exists, the familiar emotions and hardwired patterns of the past are the known, the predictable future in trying to forecast the feeling of every event in our life that people do unconsciously is also the known. There's only one place where the unknown exists, and that's the present moment.
You call it the generous present moment.
Yeah, and I've just done it enough times, and there are plenty of people in our work that have done it enough times to know when you're there and when you're not.
Okay.
And when you're not, it's very obvious because you've been there enough times. So
you're separating your old story from yourself, and you're separating your focus on the future, and you're being present.
It's just like hitting a tennis ball in a sweet spot. You lock into something, and that wholeness starts to happen, and now you're no longer creating from polarity or duality or opposites. People they create when they see they don't have something. Whether, hey, nice suit, I want one of those, right? And the moment I see that you have a nice suit and I start thinking, I want one of those, my brain naturally starts putting me in the equation. Next thing you know, I'm wearing your suit. Well, that's because we're wired to do that. So then we have this natural ability to create. The problem is after you imagine that, you open your eyes and you don't have it, people experience more lack. Well, we're not that good yet. So then the act of practicing enough times and beginning to create the state in which you're so connected to the energy of your future. Now think about this. You're so connected to the energy of your future, you're no longer looking for it or waiting for it. You feel like it's already happened. The moment you get upset in traffic, the moment you start judging a coworker, you just disconnected from the energy of your future, and now you're back to the energy of your past. Now, if you tell me it was that person that did it to you, I'd say to you, oh, you're back to the unconscious program of being a victim again. So then the person then goes, oh, when did I fall from, that state? When did I lose it? Oh, it happened at 3 o'clock today. The next time that happens, what can I do differently? Now the person's moving through their challenges in their life with coherence, with rhythm. They're starting to begin to make strides, and that they're no longer knee-jerking to the people in their life that they've used emotionally to reaffirm their identity. Now, this is the work because you look around to see if anybody's doing it, and you don't see anybody else doing it. It's this kind of lonely moment where you're realizing that I'm the only one doing this. That's that kind of moment that you realize that nobody understands you but you, right? And you can't even ask your friends for their opinion because they're going to give you their opinion based on their own experiences. And it's that kind of moment where you have to draw in all your resources and begin to make up your mind. And I've interviewed hundreds and hundreds of people that have healed themselves from all kinds of health conditions. And one of the most important elements that I see over and over again is when the person said, I just got to this point in my life where I made up. Take a moment and find your center. Inhale. Become aware of your breath. And exhale. And relax. Instead of the memories of the past, it's time to be defined by a vision of the future. And to move into a new state of being. And now, can you become aware of the space between your ears in space? And now, can you sense and can you move your attention to the space in the center of the energy of space around your throat, beyond your neck, in space. Can you rest your awareness in a space behind your breastbone, in space? And can you feel the volume of space beyond your shoulders, in space? And now, can you sense the space between your shoulders and the room you're in? In space. Can you become aware that you're aware in space? And now, what was that vision of the future that awaits you? Be defined by that intention and select that potential that already exists in the field. Being defined by a vision of the future instead of the memory of the past means that you're ahead of your time. Take your hand and place it over your heart. In a moment, take a breath and have compassion and for a new life. And the longer you linger in gratitude, the more you draw your new life to you. And if in fact you emulated the divine today and made contact with it, that you ask for a sign from this consciousness, and that it bring it to you in a way that you least expect, that surprises you, and that it leaves no doubt that it came from this mind. And that you are inspired to do it again and again when it finds you in unexpected ways. And now bring your awareness back to a new body. To a new environment. And to a whole new time. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. I love my father and I love him well. I hope to see him someday soon. I love my father and I love him well. I hope to see him someday soon. 'Cause where I live it gets dark at night. Kind of dark eats up the light. Yeah, where I live it gets dark at night. Kind of dark eats up the light. And you know that mother I'd be lying if I didn't tell you I'm afraid of night. As I dream of falling down, the world moves without a sound. I'm lost as sure as I was found. sun comes up without a sound. So I love her face another day, and I hope that kindness comes your way. Yeah, I love her face another day, and I hope that kindness comes your way. It's for you I pray. Pray for you today. In the morning I'll be gone, wherefore and to cannot be told. Yes, in the morning I'll be gone, wherefore and to cannot be told. My mind filled with memories, down like gold. Love my father and I love him well. I hope to see him someday soon. I love my father and I love him well. I hope to see him someday soon.
My mind's still in where my heart's grown old. From the time I left the only place I know. And it makes me happy we didn't let go. Couldn't stand to see our love just decompose. Now I've been walking home nearly every night, and here's to everyone I ever loved but had to leave behind. For the one thing I can't find, though I've been looking half my life, and it's damn hard to explain, but I will try it if you like. If you ask me once, I'll tell you so. That the
Blue between us never felt so cold. And I miss the folk singers in the days of old.
when a
Chord song could save your soul.
no, I'm never untimely, that's what I'm told. So why does everything feel like it moves too slow? And if I were scared, I wouldn't let it show. 'Cause if
I die tonight, I'm not going home.
why does it seem so wrong to miss the town you love? When it's just one state that you cannot stop thinking of. I wouldn't say I'm patriotic, but I think that's what I've become. Sometimes it takes where you are not the end.
And if everything goes wrong, I hope we
can get along. If I lost you, I would
If I lost you, I would lose my best friend.
And now we're weathering the storm. Side by side, we're looking on. It takes a certain kind of love to bear this blow. But it's not the type romance of the open road. I've been walking home nearly every night.
But had to leave behind.
For the one thing I can't find.
This is the last song I'll write about you. I need to move on, I think you do too.
You were all that I wanted, you know that you still are, 'cause I've been alright, yeah, but you showed me better. I know that we're changing, but nothing feels different. I'm breaking the silence to say, if in 10 years' time I'm still on your mind, would you call and say you want this? No matter where we are,
You still
have my heart, 'cause I locked it. And I promise you're the locksmith.
We said forever and said it too
Soon.
At least now I know nobody feels like you do.
You were all that I wanted, you know that you still are. I'm breaking the silence to say,
If
in 10 years' time I'm still on your mind, would you call and say you want this? No matter where we are, you still have my heart, 'cause I locked it. And I promise you're the locksmith. You're the one that I can see me growing older. Build a house to see it now, you plant me roses. Everything we dreamed about came into focus. Here's the hope. If in
10 years' time
I'm still
on your mind,
would you call and say you want this? No matter,
where we are,
you still have my
heart,
'cause I locked it. And I promise you're the locksmith.